Welcome into the second Cleveland Browns report of the day. We've got more on the Myles Garrett situation, as it's positive news coming from Tom Pelissero from CBS Sports that thankfully Myles Garrett did not sustain any major injuries. We heard that earlier today. He was discharged from the hospital the night of the car crash yesterday, Monday. But now we've got more details on what Myles is dealing with, and thankfully it's not a ton. I mean, when we look at the car, you would think it would be a lot worse. Myles Garrett, honestly, is indestructible. We'll show the pictures of the car, it is almost a miracle that he comes away with this with a shoulder sprain, bicep strain, and some lacerations. Now, the interesting thing is you look at the car, and then you think, there's no way this guy's playing football anytime soon. And that's fine. Some things in life, believe it or not, and this is hard for me to grasp too, are bigger than football. And when you get into a huge car accident like this, where the car turns over and it's completely totaled, you don't expect them to be able to go to work anytime soon. Because that's their job, right? If you got into that car accident, you probably wouldn't be coming to work the next day either. But Myles Garrett, Mary Kay Cabot reporting, has not been ruled out for Week 4 against the Falcons. I wouldn't expect the Browns to come out immediately and make a big statement of he is not playing. I'm sure just like everyone else, they were waiting to see test from the hospital and just time doing its thing. And hey, how are you feeling? What's your situation at right now? So we'll run through the pictures of the cars again, of the car accident. This is the first shot any of us really saw of his Porsche getting towed away. And then an up close shot here. I watched the video from the body cam footage of the first responders coming to the accident. And from what I saw, one, there wasn't a ton to take away other than Myles Garrett was clearly not who these first responders expected to see that day. And he seemed in pretty good shape, right? There wasn't blood coming out anywhere. He wasn't in agony rolling around. There wasn't bones sticking out. His agent came out yesterday and said Myles has no broken bones. So that was very promising and, very encouraging to hear. But look at this car. The fact that Myles Garrett comes away from an accident like this with some strains and lacerations, the guy is just built different. I think Chops probably said it best. He's the Terminator. I mean, anyone else, this is a whole different story, I feel like. But Myles Garrett, Superman, I'm just so thankful that not from a football standpoint, but from someone that all of us, all Browns fans, everyone in Cleveland, it just wants to see be successful, is not facing any major injuries. Now, it remains to be seen how he returns in terms of any, lasting impact from an injury like this. But at the end of the day, we are all rooting for Myles Garrett and his health. That is the most important thing here. It is not his status for Sunday, believe it or not. So happy to see Myles Garrett coming away from this without any major injuries, and hopefully his shoulder and biceps and the lacerations heal and recover quickly, because I'm sure the number one thing he's thinking about right now is how soon can I get back on the field to be there for my teammates, because Myles Garrett is one of the leaders of this team, and that's just what teammates do. So let's show Myles Garrett some love. Like the video you guys have shown out, typing 95. If you want to do that, knock yourself out. But I just want Myles Garrett, wherever he is, to be hopping on his phone when he gets a chance and just see the incoming amount of love from Browns fans and Browns backers all over, that everyone is pulling for him and wants to see him return and be healthy and make a quick recovery. So moving on to the football side of things, because there is a game to be played this Sunday. This is the Browns' upcoming schedule. They've got the Falcons on the road. No idea when Myles Garrett returns, but if you're wondering, it's the Chargers after that at home, then New England, probably with Brian Hoyer. That's a whole separate conversation. Mac Jones, he's dealing with an ankle injury. Week 7 at Baltimore. Week 8 on Halloween, Monday Night Football against the Bengals. I'm very excited for that game, but hard to say, hard to speculate when Myles Garrett will return to the field. The fact that he didn't come away with us from any broken bones, I mean, if it was just coming out of practice with a shoulder strain, people would be pretty optimistic that he would be able to play soon. It's not practice. You come out of a car accident. Your body's going to feel it for a couple days. I've never been in a car accident. Thankfully, very happy for that. But if anyone has, they know you don't walk away from that being ready to go play the most violent sport in the entire world a couple days later. Now, having said all that, would I be surprised if Myles plays on Sunday? Truthfully, no. The guy is just a different breed. Now, as it currently stands, the Browns, outside of just this incident for Myles Garrett, have been banged up at defensive end. Jadeveon Clowney, he's dealing with an ankle sprain. His status for Sunday is TBD. I'm not very optimistic that he plays. Chase Winovich, he was put on IR with a hamstring injury. So if Myles Garrett, Clowney, and no Winovich cannot go, it'll be the rookie, Isaiah Thomas, the day 3 pick. Another rookie, Alex Wright, or Isaac Rochelle. Those are your 3 defensive ends currently on the roster. So something to keep an eye on for right there. Myles Garrett so far this season has been Myles Garrett. 3 sacks, a forced fumble already through 3 games. He wanted to break a lot of records this year, and he's only 1 sack away from breaking Clay Matthews' all-time leading sack record for the Cleveland Browns. If it doesn't happen this week, it's going to happen the next time he takes the field, whenever that is. I am rooting for Myles. Whenever he's ready to return to the field, he's got my full support. I'm not going to stand up here and go, all right, you got a game to play Sunday. Giddy up. No, come on. Don't be that guy. Let's run through the news one more time here, and then we'll kind of peek ahead to week 4 against the Falcons. So Pelissero, like I said, breaking the news here of encouraging and good news, because when you see the pictures of the car, you don't expect that to translate to a couple strains and lacerations, and he might even play Sunday. It's just crazy to think that. So knock on wood, type 95, all that good stuff. Just show Myles Garrett your support, because he needs it right now as he comes back from a very serious car crash. Now, if you are looking for a Cleveland Browns YouTube channel, we are the spot for you. We cover all things Brownies, Browns news, Browns rumors, whatever it is, anything related to the Browns under the sun, we're going to keep you posted here at the channel. So if you have not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do so already. Like I said, Browns, Falcons, week 4 this Sunday from the ATL. Cleveland enters with a 2-1 overall record. Atlanta, meanwhile, picking up their first win this past Sunday against the Seahawks on the road. It's fun to make fun of the Falcons, but they're not a fun team to play close with. They have been competitive in all 3 games, right? They had a lead against the Saints in week 1, and then they were the Falcons and blew it. Week 2, they nearly reversed the 28-3 curse by nearly pulling off a 28-3 comeback against the LA Rams on the road. In week 3, they go to Seattle. Granted, it's Geno Smith, but nevertheless, a road win is never easy in this league. So credit to the Falcons. They have been a tough team. They have not been an easy out. Now, if you want to put some money down on this game, make sure you have all your bets made at BetUS. They're going to give you guys a 125% deposit bonus. What does that mean in English? Let's say you put $100 in. They're going to match that and give you an additional 25%. You're not going to find a better deal out there. So make all your picks this season at chatsports.com/bet. When you use that promo code Browns125, they're going to give you that deposit bonus we just talked about. One last time, just recapping the news here and let you guys go on and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. Pelissero, who has been at the forefront of all this, it's always a little interesting to see which big J's pick up the news tips. Hasn't been Mary Kay, hasn't been Schefter, it's been Pelissero, and thankfully it hasn't been Schefter, because he would have said some just poorly worded tweet, and everyone would have been like, dude, this ain't it. Come on now. All right, who you got? Browns, Falcons, week 4. Let me know in the comments section. I, before the season, had the Browns going 3-0 to start the season, and then a letdown game against the Falcons. The Browns already had that letdown game, not much of a letdown, more of a collapse game against the Jets. So, all in all, I stick to my 3-1 start to the season. The Browns, hopefully, knock on wood, pick up a win this Sunday against the Falcons on the road, improve to 3-1 on the season before playing some really tough teams in their schedule, like the Chargers, the Ravens, the Bengals. All right, that's going to do it for us on today's show. If you have not followed me on Twitter, I invite you to do so at Matthew Petey. That link's in the comments and the description of today's show. I'll keep you guys up to date on more Myles Garrett updates and just general Browns news and rumors. Appreciate everyone for making us a part of your day today. For the second time, we'll sign it off. See you guys later.